Mr. Trevino, and this company basically is looking for land, for property in the county. There's some land in the county and properties that are just sitting there, and they're looking to see if they could maybe lease some of the properties for bars, restaurants. They're basically revitalizing the downtown area, and they're working in conjunction with the city of Laredo also. So I'd like for them to begin their presentation, and then maybe we can take some action to guide our officials to helping them out. Thank you. Go ahead.
Good morning. Thank you, Commissioner Canales. Good morning, Commissioners. Your Honor, for the record, my name is Victor Trevino, Jr., and besides me is my business partner, Danny Lopez, Jr., and Mr. Jerry Archer is in the audience. He'll step up right now. He's the general manager of the Rio Grande Hotel. I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak to you this morning about our downtown revitalization efforts. Councilwoman Cindy Liendo Espinosa regrets not being able to make it this morning, but has been a big supporter of our plan and efforts to bring life back into our downtown. I would like to start off with a little bit of background. Danny and I didn't start off with a fancy word like downtown revitalization. It started over lunch. It was discussions over Danny's one, and as you know, this restaurant is his first restaurant, and it's been in the heart of downtown Laredo for a long time. And mentioned that it wasn't doing as well as the other restaurants. And as you know, the restaurant chain is very successful, and we were talking about expanding it to different markets. So it caught me by surprise. And I guess my simple response was let's do something about that. And that's why we're here today. In light of the current economic conditions in the country, in Laredo and downtown especially, we decided to go and create a public-private partnership with the city of Laredo. We started, as some of you are aware, the feasibility study with HBR and the city of Laredo, in which we're coming up with our findings for the Plaza Theater, which we find to be an iconic building in downtown, and the anchor to what we believe is going to start our revitalization efforts. We got together with a couple of businesses. We secured about 10 letters of commitments to come downtown, which is ironic because downtown is considered the central business district, and as you know, as a lot of people in this room know, growing up it was. And we're trying to basically bring life back into downtown. We do have a couple of ideas. We've partnered up with some businessmen in downtown, and as part of our Hidalgo model, we recognized some properties that are owned by the county, strategic properties and properties that are currently leased out, currently vacant, and we felt like we could incorporate that in our feasibility study, and we felt like it would be prudent for us to come before you today. Some of them include Casa Ortiz, Casa de la Garza, the Lockwood Building, the Border Heritage Museum, the Herrera Benavides House. Some of these are not county buildings, but the M.S. Rodriguez Building, and of course my personal favorite is the Plaza Theater. So as part of our efforts, Danny Lopez and myself have personally expended close to $100,000 of our own time, personal funds, in leasing some of these vacant buildings, because we believe that as businessmen you have to put your money where your mouth is, and we personally sometimes we actually paint some of these walls ourselves. So with that being said, I'd like to pass the microphone over to my partner, because I'm sure he has a couple of words to say as well.